So this happened to me today. So yeah, before we begin, I wanted to do a little housekeeping. I recently updated my laptop to Windows 10, and lo and behold, Windows 10 does not come with Movie Maker. As a matter of fact, none of the previous Movie Maker programs are even compatible with Windows 10. So I'm kind of up the creek without a paddle in terms of video editing. So until I find a different solution, I'm using YouTube's video editor that's built into the website. I know it's bad, but that's not why you're here. You're here to see Wave 4 of freaking Combiner Wars, which I totally did not expect to stumble upon today when I went to Target. I was walking down the Transformers aisle expecting to see Optimus and Silverbolt, and, well, I did. They were there. But also Wave 4 was there! They didn't have any of the Voyagers, but they had the Deluxes and the Legends, and so I picked up the 4 Deluxe limbs. So, holy cow, where did this come from? None of my stores ever get anything first. But look, I have all of them, oh my gosh! So anyway, I was going to get reviews cranked out as quick as possible, because I'm excited to have, like, the first glimpse of these things in our circle of people. I mean, I know Optibotimus and all them have probably pre-ordered them. Actually, I think Optibotimus found them in the wild like I did. But anyway, I found these in the wild. I didn't have to order them. I found all 4 of them. So anyway, first up on the chopping block to take, who we're going to look at. We're going to look at Sunstreaker first because he's number 1. He is a straight-up repaint with a slight remold, aka a new head sculpt, of Breakdown. So here is Sunstreaker next to Breakdown. So you can see they are the exact same mold. However, Sunstreaker pulls off the Lamborghini look a little bit better with his subtle stripage. I do like the yellow and the blue windshield. The silver tail fin is also a nice touch, and he does have a little bit of red detailing to break up the monotony of the yellow, along with some really nice black trim around the base of the vehicle. The wheels are still the same as they were before. They're that black with a nice shiny silver. But you can see these are the exact same mold. There's not a lot different going on here between the two of them, except for the colors. So, underneath is the same too. Personally, I think Sunstreaker wears it better. He wears his colors a little bit better, like I said. Some of the detailing on, I keep wanting to call him Dead End, on Breakdown, kind of doesn't flatter the car. I think in terms of just the car looking its best, the yellow with subtle detailing on it works really, really well. I heard some people complaining about this red detail. I think it looks fine. It kind of ties in with the Autobot symbol right here, and it breaks up the monotony. But I think it looks better in this color scheme than it does for Breakdown. He does come with the same weapons, so you're looking at the same deal, except this is crazy. They're shiny and silvery, except for the rest, which is gray. But that's okay, because they look really, really cool. So I really dig the shiny silver hand-foot gun. And just like I swooned about on Breakdown, this does mount here on Sunstreaker. It mounts here on Sunstreaker just like it does on Breakdown, and it makes him look really cool and adds in a little bit of that G1 flair. I thought it was just a nice feature for Breakdown to have, but it is straight up a G1 homage to Sunstreaker's vents that he had in the cartoon. So there they are together, and it just looks, oh my goodness, looks so good. I think, like I said, Sunstreaker pulls it off best. He does come with the same sword bayonet thingy, rifle that Breakdown comes with, but this is all shiny silver. So I kind of like it that it's all shiny silver, but I do like the black with the bayonet detail on it better. So I may do some swapping around and let Breakdown have the shiny one. I don't know, but he does come with the same weapons. So vehicle mode is the same, like I said, with a better paint job, and the weapons are the same with silver painting. So let's go ahead and transform him. So transforming him is just like Breakdown. I'm going to run through it real quick because it is the same. If you want a more detailed transformation, go back and hit up my Breakdown review if I go too fast for you in this one. But I am going to show you the whole transformation. So what you do first is you grab under here the windshield, flip it back. You take the front, it untabs. There's a tab here and a tab hole slot there that folds back along the hood like that. You take the legs and you open them up like so. Split them. And then these whole pieces accordion fold down and over, and they kind of tab in like so. You flip the feet down, and then the spoiler kind of becomes the heel, and then you push the legs up to the side like that. Then you take the arms and flip them out a notch. You come back here to the hood and grab the lower bumper, which untabs, and then this whole big panel comes around and sits like that, and then you bring the arms up and you lock them into place, bring down the arms, rotate the head around and straighten him up, and there we have Sunstreaker in his robot mode. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in Breakdowns. You can see once again Sunstreaker wears the colors better. The shoulders and arms are much more detailed. I like the way the chest is got the black and kind of the grill detailing. His legs look really good with that big chunk of black, and it definitely defines it more that not all of the leg is painted black. There's yellow and black. The one thing I kind of missing is the detailing down here on the foot that Breakdown has, but you know, overall quality. Transforming him, I noticed his joints are, you know, he's obviously got some mold degradation. His joints are a little bit looser than Breakdown's were, but it's actually a benefit, because if you remember me talking about how janky Breakdown's hips were, because they're so loose and, you know, they don't have a tendency to move one way, it is a whole lot easier to adjust Sunstreaker here and make him stand up correctly. He just looks really good. And that feature I really liked about Breakdown with the guns folding up and going on his back, that works here as well. You just slide these on this rail, and this completes the G1 Sunstreaker look with his guns, vents, thingies popping up off of his back. He just looks, oh my goodness, he just looks so good. I'm going to go ahead and have to bend his knees because of the way the camera is. We'll get an up close of his face, which at first I was a little timid, like, oh, I'm buying all the same figures, I have these. But the head sculpts and the paint on these guys make them totally worth it. That is a straight up G1 love letter of face. He just looks so good. I'm just trying to focus. His face looks... the head sculpts on all these guys are really, really awesome. So there's that. I'm going to pull back and focus again. So you can see here I'm going to adjust him, and he's a whole lot easier to stand up and adjust and pose than Breakdown. And like I said, you get this red detailing, this black detailing on his arms. He looks really good in robot mode, and he definitely pulls off a I'm not a bumblebee by throwing in a lot of black and red, and the head sculpt helps a little bit too. But he definitely pulls off this mold better. And as a matter of fact, he pulls it off so well, I think this is who this mold was designed to be, and Breakdown was just a byproduct of it. Because honestly, this feels like Sunstreaker to me. The only thing that would make him feel a little bit more like Sunstreaker is whether, I can't remember if it's Sunstreaker or Sideswipe that has the window chest. One of them does, one of them doesn't. Or maybe they both do. I don't know. I'm referring to the classics. If he had a window chest here, that would be like, oh, G1 all the way. Or if he had like a hood, a fake hood here. But I see what they were doing with the whole detailing here. It looks all right. So definitely that's my only gripe about this guy, is if they made the chest a little bit different, it would have made him pop. But he pulls off this mold so much better than Breakdown does, I think. So his weapons, you know, he still holds the weapons the same way. I finally have Autobots that have guns, which is nice, because the aerial bots, well, the protected bots have guns. Sorry. I have more Autobots with guns. The aerial bot, wait, no. Retract that statement. I like the Autobots out of these car molds. Let's just erase that previous comment and replace it with that one. These guys work really well as the molds we've already gotten, and I am a big fan of them. So posability is the same, by the way. You got your head rotation to the side, shoulder ball joint with a cutout to the side. You get that double jointed elbow, which is great. You get the waist rotation. You get the hip. You can play with the hips and make them a little bit taller if you want. It doesn't really matter to me what you do with your toys. That's your time. Ball joint at the hip with a cutout to the side, rotation at the shin, a knee bend, and then the foot articulation. So all the same articulation that Breakdown had. And yeah, that's Sunstreaker. A great start to these. I know they're not the Masquerade Autobots, but the Masquerade Autobots. He's a great start. I'm really, really liking these guys so far. I know I skipped over leg mode and arm mode, but I'm just going to show them. I'm going to cut to those real quick because you all already know the transformations for those. So here he is in leg mode, and you can see, you know, he looks good. I obviously am going to do the whole little trick where I flip up the knee like that if I use him as a leg. However, he's supposed to be an arm as far as the promo images go. So just transforming him real quick out to arm mode. He's supposed to be this arm. But yeah, all the pictures of him with Optimus Maximus make him out to be the arm. So there's the arm mode, and like I said, once again, he looks really good, and he pulls it off well. It really works because the spoiler is this silver color, so it kind of ties the arm in together. I like it. He looks great. But yeah, definitely pick these guys up if you see them, if you're interested. In my honest opinion, if you are not a big Combiner Wars fan and you're wanting to know whether these guys are worth picking up or not, I think they are worth picking up, but you need to bear in mind that you're essentially just making another Menasor with Wave 4, and they're just Autobot themed, which I personally dig. That's why I got them, because I like the idea of a G1 Autobot Combiner. I like it. But yeah, I think they're cool. I think they have a benefit, and I think that they're really good uses of these molds. So, anyway, thanks for viewing this video. Goodbye.